Hello humankind, hope you're alright, hope everybody's going along with the journey and you're managing to stay centred and focused in the now. I'm going to read you a poem. I'm Steve Appleyard and this is a poem called A Word of Truth. A word of truth to those that see, a word of truth is pure in me. A word so pure 'tis beyond unblemished, a life so sure to be not diminished. To save the moment in our time of need, in this world of lies and deceit and greed, go on with life at your steady pace, and reach out to find the forgotten place. It's in here. As sure as you, this place exists, beyond the brightest star and the coolest mist, and the shores of gold await the chosen few, and the beam of life comes shining through. What does that mean? I don't know, I just write it. I've got a clue. This is called Warriors of Spirit. The tattooed man bears witness to the change, don't we all? The tattooed man shall show no rage. The tattooed man shall call to arms, but battle shall be fought with charm. The tattooed man shall bleed no more, the tattooed man who knows the score. The tattooed man returned from death, the tattooed man no more bereft. Blessings from the tattooed man, blessings to you all. Blessings of the master plan, a plan to spoil the war. Be brave, you warriors of spirit, be brave, you children of the mind. Be brave and leave the master. Seek and you shall find. You will. It's in here. Have a look. Have a look. Meditate. This is called regulations. Ha! What say more regulations cast over the earth through every nation? Ha! Heed not to fear broadcast, or this show below frequencies last. And I don't understand what that means either. Anyway, it's all just writings and poetry and stuff, and as I've shown before, I've got a couple of books on Amazon, so if you'd like to have a look, that'd be grand. Yeah, that'd be grand. Not that expensive. So, what's been happening in your world? What's been happening in your lives? Eh? Have you checked out any of those video links that I've put down for you? You know? Astrology for the soul. That's a good one. Kaypacha. Tom Lesher. Yeah. New Paradigm Astrology. I do enjoy watching Kaypacha. He's a character. Very knowledgeable when it comes to his astrology. You know, many years ago, when I was a child growing up, I used to... my dad used to have a book, and I'm sure it was called The Old Man's Almanac. Old Man's Almanac. He used to be right into his stars, you know. He were always reading his stars out of the paper, you know. Yeah, I remember. So, but that's just one link. That's just one link. So there's other links down there, you know. Things aren't, you know, some aren't gonna resonate with everybody, you know. We're all different, but we're all the same. We're all energy. If you get a microscope and stick it on the back of your hand, that's powerful enough, eventually you'll get down to energy, pure energy. That's what we are. Just vibrate at a different frequency to other things that are made up of energy. Yeah, so anyway, it's all an opinion. Like I've said, if it don't resonate with you, it's not for you. So, what shall we talk about today then? Are you clearing your crap from the past? Are you? Good, if you are, you know. And if you're not, give it a go. It's holding you back. Let it go. So what story have we got? Have we got a story? Yeah, let's tell you a story. When I have a son, And when he was, how old would he have been? 8, I think, possibly. I took him on a concert holiday. And we had, the first night we went and watched a Pink Floyd tribute band at Home Firth, at the Picturedrome. And we came back to Dad's, and we stayed at Dad's where I was living at the time. And then we went from there, we went back to Home Firth the night after, and we watched a fabulous gig. A gentleman called Walter Trout. Wow, what a story that was. What an endurance test. What a test that man had. He had, I can't remember exactly what it was. I don't know if it was to do with his liver or I think it was his liver. I can't quite remember. But he ended up having to learn everything again. He had to learn to walk again. He had to learn to talk again. He had to learn to play his guitar again. What a fabulous journey. And now he like promotes, brings awareness for this disease, whichever one it was. I'm sorry, I apologise if you are seeing this, Walter. But we came to see Walter Trout at the Picturedrome, and afterwards we bought a couple of CDs. So we queued, and Walter were there signing, and absolutely brilliant. Our young'un's face when it, so he gets it signed, and Walter says, "Did you enjoy the gig?" And our young'un went, "Oh yeah." And he went, and he reached into his pocket, did Walter Trout, and he pulled out the plectrum, the pick, and he said, "I'm going to give you this." He said, "Don't lose it." He said, "I've just played the gig with it." What a start to the holiday. It was great. So then we drove up to Glasgow, and we went to, we stayed in a hotel. I can't remember what it was called, but we stayed in this hotel. And it was not far from the, is it the SSE? Is that what it's called now? SSE? This big stadium. Because we were watching Nickelback. Now, I'd bought platinum tickets. I wanted us to have some good tickets. I didn't realise how good they were. My goodness. We had on-stage tour, we had backstage tour, we had a bag full of goodies, we had a VIP. It was a VIP thing. I didn't even know what I'd bought, Well, it was amazing. And the guy who was doing the gig at that time, who was the sound technician for Nickelback at that time, was standing in. And it is a fella called Takumi. And Takumi was or is, I don't know, was the sound technician for AC/DC. Our young'un's mad on Angus. So we tell him this. Well, it gives us some of Angus's, and he says Angus has played with these. He says, so I give our young'un some of these plectrums, and picks. Oh, picks and plectrums, whatever. So, he's giving him them, and then he's giving some from. Go on. Oh, come on! I've got mind blank. From Malcolm Young as well. So he's giving picks that they've both used and played in gigs. And then, he's giving them picks from, the band, from Nickelback, the band. And it was absolutely, it was superb. And then we went and we sat, and we were like, it was a good seat. We were away back, it was a big stadium, but we were sat at a good height for the stage, and our young'un, and we watched, they were being supported with Nickelback by Monster Truck. So we watched them. After Monster Truck had finished, the chap who we'd first met, we went and had, that's right, we went and had how can I forget this? We went and had his photos taken with the band. We had to go to this barrier, and with this chap came with this tweed jacket on and took us to see the band. There were quite a few people, a row of people who got this like VIP treatment. Wow, it was unbelievable. And so I'd got my phone, And our young'un had been playing guitar, right? And then all of a sudden he'd gone like that, and it just clicked, and he'd just start going and dancing up and down, you know. And it was like, it just blew me away. To be fair, I'd been taking him for quite a number of years, and then it just clicked like that. I say quite a number. Might have been 2 years or whatever. Yes, he started at 6. It will have been 8 then. So yeah, 2 years. Maths, not my strong point. So anyway, we got, and I queue up a video of our young'un playing, and I show it to the band, and they were just, you know what I mean? And I'm saying, look at this, I can't, because I'm so proud of him, you know, and really connected with the band. It was great. Anyway, long story short, we watched Monster Truck, and then this guy who'd initially, right at the beginning, who we'd met, who'd sorted us out as VIP package, you know, thing, bag with all his, like his Bluetooth speakers in and all the rest of it. And he came down and sat in front of us, and he said, are you enjoying the gig? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's great. He says, well, it's not over there. And he had a black envelope. He said, and he handed it over. So I opened it up, and it was with compliments from the band. Congratulations, you won the best seats in the house. We watched Nickelback, and our young'un went on stage like that. It was fabulous. And the Orion won't far away, you know, and it was just amazing. It was really amazing. And the real connection with Nickelback, real connection. It was great. Anyway, so we do that, you know, and then the next night we're back there again, and we watch Richie Sambora and Orianthea were supporting Bad Company. Awesome, absolutely brilliant. We were shattered by this point, by the way, so we went up to Loch Lomond. Is that right? Loch Ness. Loch Ness. I think it was Loch Ness, yeah. And we stayed in a hotel right on the side of the water for two nights, and we were shattered. And then on the last night we went back and we went to the theatre in Glasgow, and we watched it was a Queen tribute, and it was superb. Well, we were absolutely shattered by this, you know, by this time. We'd been walking all over Glasgow, and on this last night we called, and at the side of the hotel where we were staying, there was this little like a fast food place, and they did pakoras. Oh, they were nice as well. When I was, you know, I were hungry, so we called in there, and then we went. And all week I'd been saying little swear words to our young'un. You know, I'd just been like, yeah, Louie, bugger, bugger, Louie, what, bollocks. You know? And he'd be like, having a little giggle, you know. So, anyway, well, this has been happening all week. He's been giggling. He was just, you know, like pulling his leg and that, you know. Anyway, because he is a nice lad too. Anyway, so we've been on this console holiday, you know, and we've just done the Queen tribute. We've got my pakoras. We're back to the room, and he lays on his bed. He kicks his shoes off and he lays on bed and he goes, and I went, and I'm eating, and I went, come on, Louie. I says, let's get your pyjamas on. I said, it's time for bed now. And I just heard this little voice at the back of me. Bollocks. I nearly choked on my pakora. I says to him, I says, that's awesome. I says, I can't believe it. I says, you come on a concert holiday with your dad. I says, for a week, and at the end of it, you're telling me to bollocks. I says, that is so punk rock. So it was great. And one at Days, actually, and he loved this, and so did I. One at Days, I've never done this before, and when we got back to the hotel room, I said to him, I said, Louie, because his feet were killing, we'd walked all over Glasgow. And I says to him, I says, Louie, I says, you want to know what your dad does? I'm looking at him, he's not here. It's just, look, there's no one here. I'm picturing it in my mind. I said, do you want to know what your dad does? I says, when his feet are burning like this, after walking and all day, and he says, no, Dad, what do you do? And I take my boots and socks off, and I flushed the toilet, and I just stuck my feet in, one in, I dunked one in, and then I dunked the other one in, and he's laughing his little head off. And I said, that's what your dad does. I said, but you've got to make sure it's a clean toilet before you do it. So he says, can I have a go? I said, as good as you can. So we wait while we filled it up. And I flushed the toilet and I picked him up like that, and his little feet just went in and out like that. And he was laughing his head off. Brilliant. It's all part of life's experience. He'll probably never forget that, ever, in his life. The things what we do affect. It's the effect. The effect. The things what we do affect, and that can be in a good way or a bad way. When there's no maliciousness involved, that's the right way. That's the right way. So, life experience. It's wonderful, We need to embrace it. We need to embrace life. We need to embrace it. We need to not live in the past. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're wasting your life. If you live in the past, you're wasting your life. Yes, we can plan for the future. Do in the moment, today, what's going to make you a better tomorrow. Do in the moment today, now, what's going to give you a better tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed that little story. I hope you enjoyed the poetry. I just write stuff that comes through, and if it resonates with you, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Please have a look. Check out the links below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, that'd be very well appreciated. Thank you. And if you'd like to follow the links, just check out the the self-help links that will take you through to Marissa Peer or Teal Swan. Just check the links out and see. Either they'll resonate with you or they won't. Okay? But if we can get people to broaden their perspective, to open their minds up, then we really can change this world. We can do it. All of us together, we really can do it. Alright, anyway, thank you for listening. I'm Steve Appleyard. I'll see you next time.